So here's 5 things I've learned from failing on honor mode. Potions are super important, and I'm not just talking about for healing, I'm also talking about 1 second buff or debuff, depending on the need. A perfect example of something that can get overlooked are the elixirs. The speed elixir has saved me so many times, giving me an extra turn, or increasing my running distance to help me escape a battle. Another big thing I've learned is positioning is key. I got into the habit of just casually walking up to fights without any thought on where I was going to place my characters. Before you engage someone, take some time to think about if it would be wiser to split up your party so that they can find advantages like high ground or possibly the shadows. Even if one character is engaged in dialogue, take a second to look and see if you can access the other character's movement and possibly relocate them before the battle initiates. And right along with positioning is minding your environment. There's a lot of things in the area that can be your advantage or disadvantage depending on how you use it. If the ground's wet, muddy, or icy, this can cause big problems for you if you don't take that into account. You can either lure enemies into those areas or you can find yourself stuck in them. Another thing I caught myself doing was saving my spell slots and skill slots for some far off future fight that never came. If you're in a fight and you feel like you need to use skills to overcome them, just do it. You'll last a lot longer if you just make sure every fight's as easy as possible, rather than saving yourself for something. The big thing I've come to realize is that when I get in fights, I start to get tunnel vision, and I don't consider if I'm in over my head and it's time to get out. You should always leave yourself a way to get out, even if it's just one character to keep the story going. Especially on honor mode with only 1 save, you have to make the best out of a bad situation, and sometimes that means crawling back to camp so you can keep your campaign going. If you found any of that information useful, please take a second to like and subscribe so you know every time I post a new video about Baldur's Gate.